Hi guys, it's me again, micahfinds. Apologies in advance because there's a bit of traffic outside, so you'll likely hear a bunch of car honks. The traffic in Manila and the Philippines in general is pretty bad, so yeah. I'm here to talk about a new hatch project in collaboration with tailored pen company Kilk and EndlessPens, and it is called the Kilk Celestial Celine fountain pen. So this is the pen. This is the Kilk Celestial Celine fountain pen, and it features tailored pen company's Milky Way version 2 resin blank. I actually have the blanks here. This is version 1. And they actually have this available on their website. But I chose version 2 because it seemed to have more sparkle, and it really reminded me of the night sky when we look up. It also reminded me of the galaxy, appropriately named Milky Way. And Kilk worked marvelously on the blank to really showcase those glitters and that shimmer and the slight iridescence in some portions. And the swirl, you see that? The purple and the grays and the blacks and the blues. And there is some transparency in other parts of the pen. So that isn't really a defect, it's really how the blank and the pen were designed to give it some layers. And these are actually sterling silver, and the Kilk boxes come with a silver polisher. So in case your trims develop patina, or if they just get dirty, you can clean it with the silver polishing cloth that's provided. And you will be able to find the LE number inside. Mine is, focus. Mine is 03 out of 45. 3 is kind of my favorite magic number. And my pen has a 14 karat extra fine nib. It is also available with steel nibs. And I will be inking mine with Robert Oster Ghost. This is also an Endless exclusive edition, which I helped design last year, Halloween season. And something I like to do with shimmer inks is I sometimes don't shake it so that I can get a standard ink without the shimmer. So it's like you get 2 inks in one. So shimmer is optional, just don't shake it. You can definitely load it up with a shimmer ink, especially if you have like the broad or double broad or medium nibs. I think it's also safe to load it up in an extra fine and a fine. Just make sure that you use your pen often so that the ink doesn't dry up and it doesn't clog up the feed. This pen uses a cartridge converter system, so it should be fairly easy to clean. And the converter screws out. There are threads on it, if you can see. So don't just yank it out. You can use a blunt tip syringe to clean it. So let's load up the pen and see how it writes. I have my inky fingers now, and we are going to write on Tomowa River paper, which is actually my favorite, especially for letter writing and sending over snail mail, because it really showcases the ink very well, and it's very thin, so you can also save on postal because it doesn't weigh that much. So why is it called Celine? Celine is actually the goddess of the moon in the Greek pantheon. And I actually wrote a poem in the voice of Celine that kind of encapsulates the message that I wanted to convey with this pen. Celine and the moon and the beauty and the mystery of the moon is something that has enchanted me for a while. And also because the moon, unlike the sun, has a very feminine sort of energy. One of the things that I really love, or that is of interest to me when we speak of the moon, is the phases that it has. And I can definitely relate with it because a waning gibbous, for example, it reminds us that it's okay to rest and to not pressure yourself to shine so bright and be completely, fully 100% all the time. I'm actually a type A kind of person, and rest is something that I only recently learned and I'm still learning. And the goddess Celine, she is very gentle and kind in reminding me that rest is productive. There are so many creative ideas and so many profound insights that are lost to me because I try to keep as busy as possible, because I push myself to be as productive as possible, especially with our very capitalist society. But a waning gibbous, that phase of the moon, when I see it in the night sky, when I'm walking my dog nap time, it's like a gentle reminder from nature that, hey, it's okay. Nothing will go wrong if you rest tonight, if you rest tomorrow. In fact, so many things might go right because you allowed yourself to just take it easy and relax and breathe and be in this moment and be in your body. And I feel like Celine, the design, the symbolism in a pen, which we often use for journaling and recording our thoughts and our days, I feel like that is powerful in a way that it can serve as a reminder for you when you're journaling. Because sometimes, even when I journal, all I do is list all the things that I have to get done. So I hope that it does have some magic in it when you wield it, when you write with it, when you load it up, and when you start journaling and reflecting upon your current phase in life. I'll read you the poem now. And I suppose I also hope that it functions as a sort of spell and a blessing for you in case you do decide to get a pen for yourself. I illuminate the night sky and keep vigil over all who slumber. In the darker hours, I am a guide to keep you safe until the morrow. In the shifting of tides and the roar of the waves, behold with me the cycles of change. May my gentle glow remind you now, there is beauty in each mysterious phase.